All right, it's week 1 for the undefeated New Mexico State Aggies. From here on out, these videos are going to get a little bit quicker, a little bit faster paced. We've gone through the basics and now we're trying to optimize and actually build the team. And this is where it's going from more instructional to informational about how it's going and entertainment of let's build this team. So we're going to start with some recruiting. You don't see that little check that's there. It means it's done, which means we lost a couple battles. Let's jump in and see who's still available for us to get. And it's not good. It's not good. So the quarterback we put a lot of points into, we lost. We got to take him off our board. That's upsetting. We're still in on this 5-star, which is very exciting. But we are not top on him yet. So we'll figure that one out. We lost the really cool name guy. We lost Coat, which was expected. Osborne, we put points into, and Schultz. We lost both of those receivers. We lost Pepper. We put a lot of points into. Mateo, oh, Jesus, and Pena. Basically all the guys, if you go watch the last video that we just put points into, we lost. So now we got to go back to the drawing board, and it's the same process as before. Let's find some 4-stars or 5-stars that we can still get and try to get them on the squad. All right, the other piece we need to do before we play our game, we've added enough guys to our board at this point. We're up to 35. We're spending our points, yada, yada, yada. We have to spend our coach points. And look at that. We got 20 more after beating up on a bad team. The first thing we're always doing is adding to recruiter. So we really want quarterbacks. And like one thing we could do is spend 10 points right now to get the increased weekly hours for quarterbacks is tier 3. And that's exactly what we're going to do is we're going to try to go for our quarterbacks. And now I'm actually going to have to go back in and spend some points on quarterbacks because now we have more to spend. The other position I really want to focus on, I do want to do DBs, but I think offensive line is going to be an even bigger offensive line to me is going to be critical. So I definitely want to get to tier 3 as soon as possible there. And then we'll start to work on defense as well. So as you can see, we are now all in on Sony Talavolu. He is the best theoretical quarterback we can get. And, we used our coach points to try to get quarterbacks. Hopefully he comes in and he's a high overall, or we get him, he's a high overall, and then starts the chain of, good quarterbacks coming to our school. It's kind of funny how few people actually want to see a New Mexico State Aggies game. That stadium's not full. Hopefully by next season it will be. Let's try it. Bang! Big hit. Big hit. It is shocking how much time I've had in the pocket this game. I'm going to see if I can hit another deep shot. Basically just doing a smart out route and a smart go and seeing if I can get one of these guys open. I mean, yeah, look at how much time I have in this pocket. And I have 2 one-on-ones. Just throw it up. Bink. Wide open. Oh, I thought he was going to break that tackle. There we go. Thank goodness. All right, we're just going to play offense at this point. I think this game's over. It has not been an encouraging game from the Aggies. After putting up 35 against the guys who played in the national championship 2 years ago. Oh, nice cut, David. Atta boy. 20 catches, 209 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's how it's done. All right, so we do wind up beating FCS Midwest. It was a 34-3 game. I'm a little embarrassed that we put up more points against Washington than we did against FCS Midwest. But if you take a look at the stats here, we did throw a pick. It was kind of a wild play. It kind of just happens. But we do go 39 of 43 on attempts, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. As you can see, rushing, we never do much of that. Mike Washington had 1 carry, and then Parker had 1. I believe it was just a broken play. And then receiving, you'll see what we did again. A lot of jet sweeps, a lot of scores, 30 catches for 293 yards and 3 touchdowns for Cordell David. He is our senior. We have just decided that he is going to be our Heisman candidate. I should probably be giving the ball to Faupel more. He's a sophomore, but none of these guys are any good, so it doesn't really matter. All we really need is a Heisman candidate. And as of right now, this David guy, whatever his first name is a candidate for Heisman as well as our quarterback. So we'll continue to get more coach points. As you see, we get 10 there. We're already going to go put those back into offensive line. And now we get more offensive line hours so we can go again reevaluate that position, right? And then the next up, I think, is probably DBs. I think DB is critical. So we'll go after those, and then maybe the rest of the defense, and then we'll do wide receivers and running backs. It seems like the plan for this team. But of course, as you're building your team, make a different decision, choose whatever you want. So yeah, and I took points from this DB we were looking at, another 4-star, and pushed it into this 4-star that we feel like we're going to get. I don't know if that's the right call, but we did. I just want to demonstrate moreover that like adding points to offensive line changes our strategy on how much we're going to go after each of these guys. So we're going to simulate to the next week, see what happens, and hopefully we either get a recruit or we don't get locked out of too many guys. Nobody committed. That's not great. We are going to get locked out of a couple people. As we see, Cordell David wins his second conference player of the week and probably second national offensive player of the week. We did not get defensive player of the week this week. That's totally fine. Let's see this bloodbath that is the recruiting battle. We are now number 3 for Brockenmeyer. And we probably should have used, knowing we had a 5-star on the hook, we probably should have used our points on D tackle. That's on me. Maybe I can fix that, but I'm not sure I can. Villano we're in play for. Good. So D tackle and running back. Casey, lineman, we're now firmly in number 1, which is interesting. I might pull points from him. We're winning a little bit too much there. Kuhn, haven't made any progress on. That's okay. Floyd, I would love to have made progress on. We took points away from him to give to Casey. Maybe we put those back. Geisinger, whatever you want to call it. It's not looking fantastic, but we're in play. Hector, nothing. Talavalu, we are in play for. We were not on his board, and now we're 5th. So we're safe through the next round. Crocker, I don't even know how he got on our board. I don't know anything about him. Okay. Like, I don't even have a... I wonder if the CPU auto-assigned me a couple guys. It's possible. Ricci was just added to our board. We don't have him. And then, yeah, the rest of these are as 3-stars. We're going to, like, maybe try to get. We'll see. We're winning the guys we're putting points on, and that's really all that matters, except for Tolson. Tolson! All right, here we are in the 3rd game of this dynasty. We're going to try to do the same thing we've won in our first two games. All we got to do is just, like, give the ball to our receiver and get out of the way. The crowd's still not into this offense. I wonder why, because it's so boring, but it does work. As we get a pretty big gain here. Not a touchdown, but Parker Awad, 36 passing yards, and this other guy, I keep forgetting his name, but our leading receiver has 36 receiving yards. Let's see if we can get a couple more here. Ooh, we got the edge. Get going, big dog. Let's go. Hey, a non-jet sweep touchdown. We love that. There we go. Pick. Barnes. Isn't this the guy we redshirt? Sounds like his name. There was only one good player on our team. And he was a safety of some kind. I wonder if he's playing or not. Bang! Let's go. Big touchdown. I'm at a point where I'm starting to try to hit big plays because it's more fun that way. Operating against my own advice. Oh, what a catch! Oh my God. Oh my God. What a play. Oh my. Parker Awad to, I don't even know which receiver that was. Ooh. I think this is Johnson the third. Ooh. Get mossed, son. Get mossed. Yeah. All right, we're going to go into our first bye week, 3-0, with 3 straight national offensive players of the week for Cordell David. He has got to be on the Heisman watch. With, he has to be like, yeah. Oh, he's number 2? Jeez, how is that even possible? Let's check recruiting and then we'll hop out of here for this video. Okay, we are crushing it right now on recruiting. We are about to pass for #1 for Brockenmeyer. We are in #1 for Volano. We are far and away #1 for Casey. He's almost ours, depending on how well we do. Kuhn, we haven't gotten anywhere. An Army offered him a scholarship. That's a little concerning that we haven't moved anywhere, but we'll see how that goes. Floyd, we're #2, definitely in play there. Geisinger, we moved up. Hector, nothing. Talavalu, we moved up to 2. Crocker, okay, who cares? Okafor, fine. We lost out on this Ricci guy. Don't care. He's a 3-star. Did we lose out on anyone else? Nope. We're just in play for all these guys, and we're just trying to keep some of these battles close with these ancillary points. But I'm thrilled at how our scouting's going. We missed some guys early, but we are in play to get some really, really good players and some impact players, and a lot of quarterbacks too. We potentially are bringing in 3 quarterbacks, 3 or 4. So that would be great. Definitely have options, especially because we haven't scouted all those guys. If we can get a 4-star running back, that would be awesome. I'd love to get a couple of receivers. We're only going after 1 right now, but I feel like we can also get some in the portal. I definitely want to get this guy. He is obviously an offensive lineman, a right tackle. He's the only one we're going after at tackle right now. 5 seems to be the maximum amount of points we're going to realistically put into him. If we can get Gessinger, that would be awesome. If we could get Swaim, that would be great. And then if we got Casey, that would be three really good offensive linemen. Theoretically, for our offense, we're going from nobodies to 1, if not 2 serviceable quarterbacks, maybe 3, a 4-star running back, at least 1 3-star wide receiver. But like, we are doing so well with the guys we have right now, it's not a big deal. I'd love to get one of these tight ends if possible. I'm not freaking out if we don't. And then if we can get 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 new offensive linemen, that'd be great. We are crushing it on the ends so far. If we get a 5-star D tackle, that would be massive. Absolutely massive. Nothing more we're going to put on him right now. Tolson we're in play for. D end. He's a D tackle. Sweet is a linebacker, whatever. This linebacker, like a couple linebackers. I definitely want to start going on corners. I feel like corner is going to be huge for us, as we're going to lose this guy to TCU. So we're actually going to pull points from him. We're just not going to be able to compete there. We're too far behind. Same with San Jose State there. Like, I'm just not going to fight any losing battles. We're going to try to do our best to win as many of these as possible. And if we're out, we're out. And, you know, we don't know anything about these corners. So they're all going to be kind of mid. We just need as many of them as humanly possible. Should probably go after one of these safeties. I don't want to lose both of them to Sam Houston. This is very promising. We're 3-0 through our bye week. We're going to advance the week, see how it goes. And then let's take a look at the schedule, right? We're 3-0. We're going to have some hard games coming up. We play Sam Houston for those safeties. Then we play the Lobos, Jacksonville State, Louisiana Tech. We have a very, very, very easy schedule. I think based on how it's gone these past couple games, we crushed Sam Houston. We beat the New Mexico. We beat Jacksonville State. We beat Louisiana. We beat FIU. We beat Western Kentucky. Our only hard game is going to be Texas A&M. So realistically, we could go 11-1 in year 1 very easily. Very easily. See you guys in the next one.